Wednesday, Dylan. Thursday. I don't know what day it is. Wednesday? It is
We do
Wednesday.
these on different – I think it's
Pretty
Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Well, thank you all for joining us.
Thank you
Hopefully
guys
the
for having
weather's
us.
good tomorrow and we'll get to play.
I hope
Mark
so.
and I will probably be inside if we broadcast tomorrow. So there's one more Ask Cats. Jada is like breaking in up here for us. Hold on a minute. Let's get one more in here. Jada about knocked us over.
Kylie James asks, Bakey and Linz, what is your favorite memories from this team?
Favorite or funniest? Funniest? Okay. Well, at our last game, we went to the bathroom, Jada and Sammy and me.
Oh, my God.
Jada went to the bathroom, and me and Sammy are standing out there. Next thing we know, we hear a plop. And then Jada's like, Sam, I think we have a problem. Jada had dropped her wristband in the toilet, and she came running out of the stall trying to get Sammy to get it for her. Just to let y'all know, Sammy did not get it for her.
Jada, did you get the wristband out? Had to. Okay. We learned something new about Jada like every show now. Why did you beg to come up here to tell us that? That ended up being a bad story for you, though. Bailey was good. That was a good story, though. All right. We don't have any more Ask Cats questions for you guys. You guys are popular. But we thank you all for joining us. Everybody give softball a round of applause. Lindsay Slagle and Bailey Lamb. They did well. And up next we'll have girls soccer coach Alex Gordon joining us after this break.
Hi, I'm Matt Kenseth. You don't have to be a race car driver to know that life can be full of drama. Some of it you can't control, like mechanical issues, high winds, and rain delays. But there's some drama you can skip.
Skip the drama that comes with not having your high school diploma or equivalency. Find free adult education classes near you and finish your diploma. Visit finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org.
You just need to take that first step and find free classes near you, and leave the drama for the racetrack.
Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ed Council.
I spend a lot of time in the backyard, and in '09 it was me, your fire pit, that accidentally started a wildfire when one of my embers landed on dry brush.
Spark a change, not a wildfire. Visit SmokeyBear.com, brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Come on, smile. Oh, honey, he's still not smiling.
Maybe he's not a smiler.
Yeah, maybe he's just not a happy baby.
Maybe he's just being a boy.
Or maybe he's teething.
Maybe it's just a phase.
Maybe he has autism, and we can definitely do something to help.
Maybe is all you need to find out more about autism. No big, joyful smiles by 6 months is one early sign. Learn the others at autismspeaks.org/signs. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
I want to thank my mommy for loving me so much,
for taking me to the doctor when I broke my foot,
for leaving me alone when I wanted to be alone.
And now, as a grown-up, I'm thankful for being able to take care of you, my dear mom, for taking you to your therapies, for understanding that sometimes you simply want to be alone.
Roles change without us noticing. That's why AARP gives you the information to provide even better care for your loved one. Visit aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Adopting a new pet is a rewarding experience. And Shelter Pets makes super pets. Your new best friend will steal your heart, bring you happiness, and enrich your life for years to come. You can make a difference in the life of an animal. Adopt and bring home a shelter pet today. To find out more, visit theshelterpetproject.org. This message has been brought to you.
Welcome back to Bearcat Sports Chat. Of course, Dylan Hutton and Mark Carr are with you, as now we're joined by girls soccer head coach Alex Gordon. Thank you for joining us, Coach.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
And while Mark is filling out his menu order for dinner here in a second, I'll go ahead and ask the first question here to you. What can you tell us about the off-season preparation for this team and some goals and expectations for the girls soccer in 2018?
Well, first of all, this is the first year that we've had a travel team in the area, and so we had 3 girls who played on that travel team in the fall, which I think was a great development opportunity for them. So I'm really looking forward to the progress that they made during the off season. We had some conditioning leading up to the season, but we really weren't on the ball a whole lot in that, just trying to get the girls in shape so that as soon as season hit, we could hit the ground running.
So Mark must have messed up his. I forgot Mark was really, really picky with his order. So I feel sorry for you because Mark, he's so picky when it comes to food.
I'm just trying to write down my drink right now. I'm done with the rest of it. It's just
so there was a push this offseason to get more girls to come out for the team, and it seems like that call was answered at Meet the Bearcats. There was a ton of players that came down to be introduced. How does that added depth help you as the year wears on?
Yeah, well, we've lost, I think, 7 seniors the past 2 years. So we knew going into the off season this past year that we were going to have a numbers issue, and the returners really did a great job of getting some girls to come out. I'm very excited. We have 19 girls, 20 girls on roster, and we have some depth that we haven't had in past years with having those numbers. A lot of the girls played soccer when they were younger, haven't played the past couple of years, but from day one of preseason to now, you can see a world of difference between where they were, and we've got a lot of potential this season. I'm very excited.
How long does it take to teach somebody the game if they come out for the team and they've never played before?
I mean, there are definitely. I've been playing for 25 years. No, not that long, but I've been playing for a long time, and I feel like I still learn things about the game. But in terms of the basics, I feel like by the end of preseason, we've kind of. First day, I said, don't kick with your toe. Don't touch the ball with your hands. Those were the 2 rules that we laid out. And we've moved on from there, and I keep forgetting to tell them different things like, oh, well, the girl can't be offsides on a throw-in. So, yes, that girl can stand 10 yards behind you. Or, no, you can't kick the ball out of the goalkeeper's hands while they're holding it. Just things that you don't really think of when you're in practice going through drills. And so it's going to continue to be a learning process. And that's the same for the girls who are returning for their 3rd and 4th year with us, too.
Just kind of get refreshed on everything.
Yeah.
So you mentioned your 7 seniors. Who would you consider some of your key returners, and what fresh faces do you expect to put in a lot of playing time?
We've got a pretty strong junior class coming back. We've got a lot of numbers and a lot of returners from that class. We also have 2 sophomores who return this year, and I'm really excited about the experience that they bring to the table, because being able to spread them around the field so they can communicate with the new girls is extremely helpful. We definitely rely on them a lot for communication and for leadership.
What is your approach to the game of soccer? You say you're figuring out things along the way, but I'm sure there's different play styles you could use. What's your approach?
I don't know. I mean, I say all the time, I love the game. I think soccer is amazing, and I would say I would love for us to be a really technical team, but just based on our experience level, that's not really a big option for us. We tend to play a little more direct. Southwest Virginia soccer tends to be a little rough and tumble. Kick the ball down the field, sprint after it, knock over a couple people on your way. And so we try to rise to that. I would say I've definitely moving to this area from an area where soccer was more popular. That's been a way that I've had to adjust my perspective on the game, is to move from being more technically minded to being willing to look at what our strengths are, and that would be athleticism and our attitude.
So 1-1 in your scrimmages thus far on the season. What have you taken away from those matches, and any growth from one to another, from start to second?
Yeah, well, of the 2 teams we played, Gate City, I think they won their district last year, and they've got a forward who's pretty well known in the area for being a really good striker. So that first scrimmage that we had, I think it was a respectable outcome. I would have liked to see us keep it a little bit closer. They ran away with it a little bit at the end. That second scrimmage that we had against Union, which was yesterday, that 4-0 or 2 days ago, sorry. That 4-0 win, I think that was a much better showing for us. It's going to be, most teams we play will have 1 or 2 girls who are their out-and-out studs. And if we can look at shutting them down or winning certain parts of the field, then we can go a long way against them.
Okay, so it looks like your team has sent in a bunch of questions for you.
Oh.
So we'll get to those in just one more question. We'll let Mark look through those real quick. What is girls soccer like in Southwest Virginia or the Southwest District in general? We talked to Coach Meade about it with the boys. Can you sort of give us what teams are?
Yeah. So Graham, I think, won regular season last year. Richlands is a very strong team. What are they asking you?
We'll see here in a minute.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
They're
It's the
terrible.
last portion. It's the last
They're
segment.
bad.
We'll get there.
All right. But Richlands, I think, is going to be the team to beat this year. They really didn't lose a whole lot. I think they had 2 or 3 girls who graduated, and their best players are, I believe, juniors this year. So they definitely are going to put together a strong side, and they usually do anyway. So I would say that's probably going to be the top team in our conference. But beyond Graham and Richlands, I think that we're going to be very competitive with everybody else, and hopefully we can scrape out a win against both of those teams at some point this season as well.
All right, so now you've passed the easy part of the interview thing here. Now we're going to move to the Ask Cats question. You have 5. You have 6, actually.
She has at least 30.
Oh, gosh, 8 questions. So, Mark, just sort of go.
We'll just go in order. Hannah
Hurry
Horn, Porosky, what does your car smell like?
What is my what?
Your car smell like? Oh,
that's for. Oh.
My bad. Sorry. You guys threw it in at the same time, and it really threw me off. How do you feel about Horosky missing that perfect pass from Hicks in the second half?
Oh man, I hate her. No, it was so close, and I wanted to find a reason to be mad, but it was one of those things. She was in the right place. She tried to do the right thing, and it just didn't come through. But next time.
Haley Tham, how do you feel about hitting Hannah Horn in the face of the ball today?
I feel like that's something that I really didn't mean to do, and I hope her nose isn't broken.
And there seems to be an overall consensus of asking what's the stain on your shirt.
Listen, there's no stain on my shirt. For those of you who are listening, I know that you can't see me, but I need you to trust me. I don't have a stain on my shirt.
We're good.
There's a stain on my jacket,
Actually,
though.
They want to know who your favorite player is, and I'm going to say all of them for you.
Yes, all of them. I love all my players.
How many times have we gotten that question?
And I don't think we've ever had a coach answer it. We should ask Daniels. He would have answered.
Yeah, Coach Daniels might have actually said something. You never know. How many? You got any more asks?
We're good.
There are more, Mark. There are more.
No,
Where?
I think we're done.
All right, Hannah Horn asks. Oh, never mind. That's for never
See,
mind.
I've asked.
You're right. I believe that's all of them.
I've covered them. Which one am I missing? Do you? Oh, that one. They want to know if you like the celebration. I don't know how to word this.
No.
Do you get mad when Hicks and Sawyer congratulate after someone on the team scores?
I hate when my players congratulate each other.
Very strong.
All right.
I'll leave it at that.
I'm folding on that
So
one.
we got to really revamp the celebrations after goals, and we'll get them going. Well, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for having me.
Hopefully we'll see you again somewhere along the way. Good luck this season, and
Thank you very much.
everybody give Coach Alex Gordon a round of applause for girls soccer as we get set here for Hannah Horosky and Sawyer Stevens. After the break, we'll be right back on Bearcat Sports Chat.
I spend a lot of time in the backyard, and in '09 it was me, your fire pit, that accidentally started a wildfire when one of my embers landed on dry brush.
Spark a change, not a wildfire. Visit SmokeyBear.com, brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Come on, smile. Oh, honey, he's still not smiling.
Maybe he's not a smiler.
Yeah, maybe he's just not a happy baby.
Maybe he's just being a boy.
Or maybe he's teething.
Maybe it's just a phase.
Maybe he has autism, and we can definitely do something to help.
Maybe is all you need to find out more about autism. No big, joyful smiles by 6 months is one early sign. Learn the others at autismspeaks.org/signs. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
I am want to thank my mommy for loving me so much,
For taking me to the doctor when I broke my foot.
For leaving me alone when I wanted to be alone.
And now, as a grown-up, I'm thankful for being able to take care of you, my dear mom, for taking you to your therapies, for understanding that sometimes you simply want to be alone.
Roles change without us noticing. That's why AARP gives you the information to provide even better care for your loved one. Visit aarp.org/caregiving.